guys. Okay,
Yay, we're live.
hello. No one's here, but
No one's here,
people will be
obviously.
watching it later. I'm gonna tweet out the link real quick for people who
Are you doing it
don't
from
have the
the
link.
Just Psychics channel, or do you want me to do it?
Yeah.
Do you want me, okay, can you message it to me and I'll do it?
Okay. Hey guys, you know I'm Maya. Everyone knows me here.
Yeah, I'm from India. I don't know if you know me, but hello.
Yes, India's our new manager person, and that's just some guy. We don't.
You don't know
He's not
him.
very important. No, I'm kidding.
I'm some idiot.
No!
Nick.
You can't say that.
I'm just some idiot some old idiot.
You're not okay. You're not that old. Don't say
Why are
that.
you talking to me? Why are you talking to me?
Maybe because you.
What am I doing here?
Maybe because you've
Who am
written
I?
a bunch of amazing shows. Maybe because of that.
Maybe. Just spitballing here. Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't think so, guys. I don't know.
Do we have the wrong nickname?
I don't know if I am who you think I am. Wouldn't that be something? I just wasn't.
That'd be pretty weird.
That'd be pretty scary. Like, who am I talking to then?
No, I'm me. I'm me, don't worry. I'm fine.
Good.
Okay, sorry, I'm tweeting out the link right now. Just for anyone watching. Oh, hey, we have 2 viewers. Just for anyone watching right now, we're doing this again because our last one got deleted somehow. I don't.
Yeah. What happened? How is that even possible?
I think.
Well, it's a shared channel, so like a bunch of people had the password, and I think someone probably got on and in spite deleted a bunch of my videos because almost all mine are gone. So
you have a traitor in your midst.
Yeah, I changed the password. I changed everything. I don't know. I don't want to. I have no idea. We're not getting into that.
Then again, we don't really want to point fingers at the minute until we have like proof or anything. But I mean, I don't even have the password. I don't touch the channel. I touch all the social media sites. I stay away from the channel.
I'm the only one with the password right now, so.
That's just very confusing when that was happening, though. You said, "Oh no, my videos are gone," and I'm like, "How is that? They're your videos." So.
Yeah, I didn't know how, and then I realized that it's a shared channel, so someone probably deleted them.
I thought it was to do with copyright, but then again I realised it couldn't have been to do with copyright because things were getting taken down that had nothing with copyright. So I was like, well, I don't know then.
Well, I'm sorry that happened to you.
It's fine.
And it'll be fine. It's not that big of a deal because here we are.
Yeah, we can just make new videos. It's not that hard.
Yeah. It was quite funny though because they was like, "Hey, Nick, do you want to do another interview? We lost the footage," and you went, "Yeah, sure." We were like, "All right then." Well, that was easy.
Yeah. It was pretty simple.
That was quite funny,
we have 5 viewers. Hello, 5 viewers. That's exciting.
Oh, I like that. Right.
Lauren, another person who was in the channel, she said we pointed fingers and it didn't work out to our favor. And that's true. Pointing fingers is never a good idea when it comes to like claiming someone did something or not.
Yeah, you know what? It's like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
No harm done. No, my advice is to never get upset.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know.
Well, I got hacked last night. I kind of like. At first I was like, oh, I'm gonna be upset about this, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not bothered. I mean, they called me a slug, so now I'm Queen Slug, with the group of friends I'm in. So now I'm Queen Slug.
It was interesting.
Yeah, we had fun.
I have to thank you though, Nick, for the advice you gave me to like kind of take a break because it was like the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah. Stay off the Twitter.
Yeah.
It'll get you. It'll get you, you know.
Everyone loves the Twitter.
Yeah, that's
kids.
That's like my favorite thing that you say.
You kids do all this stuff, and it's just like, don't worry that much about it.
Yeah.
So, Yeah. Well, do what feels good, I
We
guess.
had we had question. Wait, India, you have the questions on your account. I don't have them.
Oh,
What, the
okay.
ones
People
Should
are
I
on,
leaving us
also?
questions.
the
Okay,
ones on
should I also
Instagram?
introduce myself?
Oh yeah, did you
I
not?
Yeah,
Sorry, I
yeah,
forgot.
yeah.
That's okay. Hi, I'm Nick Lang from StarKid Productions, and I am here to talk to you.
Yes.
I like that
To my
introduction.
friends Maya and
Okay.
India.
Yeah.
And Sarah's gonna
We're
be here
also
soon,
waiting
hopefully.
for Sarah, who isn't
Yes.
here yet. She
'Cause
scheduled it, but she's not here yet.
yeah, I don't.
She's having
That
herself.
doesn't make much sense, but whatever.
I do partly blame myself for this because I did say if there was any possibility of you doing it in this time, it would be the best for me. So I do
Yeah,
partly
'cause
blame myself for that.
time
Like
zones.
because if it was later, then I think Sarah would have been able to join.
Okay. Oh yeah, the first question that I saw on India's thing was from Crystal, and it was what
Okay.
inspires you, which is kind of like a general what inspires you.
Yeah.
Starting off not so simple.
Well, okay, what inspires me? There are different things,
Mhm.
You get inspired for every project you do, you're inspired by something different, I guess. I guess in general, you're inspired by a love for something, and I guess with these stories that we tell, we're mainly, I think, inspired by the love of telling stories, or a love for the specific story that we're telling. I think that's a good answer,
I like that
I
answer.
guess.
I'm gonna start quoting that every now and then. I'll be like,
Yeah.
this is
Yeah.
Shoot.
another question.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, I like that answer.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, the next question is from a different Sarah. What color do you feel relates to your personality the most?
Well, Sarah, thanks for the question. I don't know exactly. I don't know. That's kind of like, what's your favorite color or something like that. And I don't know. I think when you get older, you stop having a favorite color because you start appreciating the beauty of all of them and combinations of colors. I don't know. When I was a kid, I always said my favorite color was orange, or blue. It usually depended on who my favorite Ninja Turtle was at the time. So usually it was orange because of Michelangelo was my favorite. So I don't know. I'll go with blue nowadays, but not like a. Let's go with like a light blue, a lighter blue.
Alright then.
Nice.
I like that color. I think it's a pretty cool color.
Blue is my favorite color. I don't know why it always has been.
I like yellow, but then again, I don't know why.
Someone asked
you.
if I have Nick's hat. Yes, okay. No, yeah, you wear that hat all the time. Oh my god.
I like the hat.
I love that hat.
It's my only hat. It's my only hat that I like, and I also didn't wash my hair today, so I'm wearing the hat. Whenever you see me wearing the hat, it's because I didn't do my hair that morning. So.
Well, if you come to G6, I'm bringing you a new hat, okay? Just so you can add more to your collection.
If I go to G6, well, we'll see about that.
I have a Superman hat.
I'm gonna make.
That's
I'm literally gonna email like Starkid and be like, you really need to invite Nick Lang. I'm like, yeah.
Speaking of G6, someone actually just asked, are there any plans for you to go to more StarKid-related conventions? And then in parentheses they said G6. So
that's how much we
already kind of asked them about that off air, but.
Yeah. You were asking earlier before we went live if I was going to G6, and the truth is that we don't plan that far in ahead. We don't plan that far ahead. So as of right now, the last StarKid thing that we have planned. Well, the only three things we have planned right now are there's this show that they're doing at the I.O.
Oh yeah.
That is called Yes, I Am Afraid of the Dark.
Oh yeah.
Then we're going to be at LC Fest, Darren's great festival, and then we're going to go back to U of M to do that to do a performance there for the 100th anniversary of the U of M theater department, and then after that event, there will be a few more of the Are You Afraid of the Dark shows at the I.O. Chicago. And that's really all we have planned as of right now. So I'm sure people will be at conventions, but I don't know. I have no specifics for that.
Cool, yeah. And this is the hat that I was talking about, but I can't wear it anymore because I look like a boy.
That's a good-looking hat.
I love this hat. But if I'm wearing it properly, I can't really, like, see, so I can't wear it.
Okay.
But I like that hat. I just got another question. Oh, yeah, someone said ask him about the Gatorade bottles in the background. I already did.
Yeah, we already did.
When we were off air, I mentioned it.
I have some Gatorade bottles on my desk back here.
You know, that's an American stereotype, because every time, like, whenever I watch like American YouTubers, they have like their own collection of bottles, and I'm like, does a lot of people do that? Do they collect like bottles?
No, I do not. I collect them by accident because I haven't thrown them away yet. So it's just that I drink Gatorade, because I gave up drinking soda a few years ago. So I don't drink soda anymore, or pop, as they say in the Midwest.
We say Coca-Cola. We don't say Coke.
But you say Coke for everything, right?
No.
We call every kind of pop.
We have
Coke,
right? Pepsi, 7-Up, Sprite, cream soda.
But in general, what do you call them? Do you call them pop or soda or soda pop?
I think we just call them fizzy drinks. We just call them like I'll say to them, I'm gonna go around the shop and go get a fizzy drink.
That's weird.
That's very weird.
Strange. We come from two different worlds.
Yes, we do. I come from a world where StarKid isn't around the corner from me, which I would like.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool to have StarKid over it.
So I'm so sorry.
No, it's not your fault.
I only like the light blue Gatorades.
Me too.
Like
I've
the
never had
ones that
Gatorade.
are like the frost, the ice, whatever they're called. But those are the ones that I like. I don't like the other ones. I only like that one.
I've never had Gatorade before, so I don't know what it's like.
It's great. It's great.
We have Lucozade.
Juice, you know?
We have Lucozade. And we have, Lucozade and another one. I'm not sure what they are. I don't really drink them sort of drinks, so I've never really tried Gatorade.
That's fine. Yeah. Really, what you should drink is water. Water is
that's a good idea.
No, that's boring. I mean, I had fizzy orange today. Yeah, I had fizzy orange, Florida orange, which is fun.
Nice.
My brother's like best friend has like never, or he has before, but he doesn't drink water. Like I asked him, he's like, no, I just don't drink water, and it's so unhealthy.
Yeah, that'll give you headaches.
Yeah.
Really bad headaches if you drink water. Happens to me all the time.
I discovered that the hard way.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next question, I feel like I know the answer, weirdly, but it's your favorite StarKid show to watch, but I'm pretty sure you don't really watch them, do you?
No, I don't watch them. No.
Exactly.
I have to watch them like a million times as I'm editing them. So by the time I'm done editing one of the shows, I'm so sick of it. So
I know what that's like. Yeah.
I don't know what's the last one I watched. is probably the last one that I edited, so the Trail to Oregon one. But I think my favorite one though is the Batman one. I like that one because I think it's short and it's good. It's tight, you know.
Oh yeah, and you were in that one.
Yeah, but I don't like it because I was in it. I don't like watching myself, but I like the show.
Well, I do drama, so I know what it's like. I don't like watching myself either. So.
Same.
Yeah.
Everyone always asks me, like, which one of your videos is your favorite? I'm like, I don't like any of them. I'm in them.
Yeah. Yep. But I'm proud of I'm proud of certain aspects of all of the shows, and there are some shows that I think are better than others, and there are some shows that I think we did a bad job on, but you know, what are you gonna do?
I think all your shows, what I like about StarKid is they're not all like, I mean, for example, I know you do mostly musicals, but like, for example, Annie, that wasn't a musical, and I like the fact that you guys changed over from doing a musical to a play. That's what I like.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like that. I didn't like
them for saying that. I was like, no.
Yeah, I was like, really? Annie was great. Annie was actually, it's one of the ones I watch the most now. We actually, the other night, Sarah, Holly, and a few, I think India was kind of hanging out there, and
occasionally, as I was
someone else was there. We were watching Annie through Google Hangout all at the same time. Yeah. Like, we just kind of like you guys did with Harry Potter senior year, or no, not senior year, musical, the first one, yeah. I don't know why I thought it was, but yeah, and so that's the one we've done that like 3 times with Annie too. It's a great one. I like that one.
I like it. I think it's a cute show.
It's really good.
I think it's a cute show. Yeah, Star Wars is on a lot of people's minds now because there's a new movie coming out.
Yeah.
And you know, I was thinking about it the other day because as we were writing Annie, you know, we were questioning if it should just be what it ended up being or if we should try and do like a show that summed up all of Star Wars, like had Luke and Han and Leia in it and like was more of like a musical, but I don't know. I'm imagining that and all the things we were writing for that, I just didn't like it as much, and it just wasn't where our hearts were at the time. So I like how it ended up. I think it was a cute little show.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people discovered you guys through Harry Potter, and I feel like your Harry Potter musicals and stuff. And I just feel like a lot of people don't. I think a lot of people don't like change. I know so many people that want more Potter musicals, and like here's the thing: I never discovered you through a Harry Potter musical. I discovered you guys from Little White Lie. So for me, it's like I'm totally up for change. So whatever you guys want to do, I know it's going to come out great. I just feel like a lot of people are so stuck on a Harry Potter musical and all of them shows. Is that I think that's what they've discovered. Like that's what they went through in order to discover you. So maybe I think that's the problem. People just don't want to change from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people are willing to change.
Who knows? People like certain things.
My Twitter is blowing up. Oh my god.
Yeah, my Instagram is whatever. Oh well, thank you for someone who just took a photo of their screen and me with a dirt face. That's great.
Nice.
Here's crab hole dick rats on Instagram.
Oh yeah. Sophie says hi.
Hello, Sophie. Hello.
Shoot.
How are you?
My Twitter is exploding right now. Sorry, I'm trying to go through.
It's blowing up.
Someone just like commented and was like, "What? Are you talking to my son? Why? You should tell him his mama says hello."
What?
Yeah, that's what StarKid.kids on Instagram said. I was like, okay.
What?
Your mama says hello? I don't know.
I do not think that's my mother.
I don't think so. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't think my mother knows what Instagram is. I don't think that.
Well, maybe she's discovered it. We do not know. We do not know.
Hey,
That's what I
maybe.
said.
Maybe.
Someone said favorite joke / scene to edit in a StarKid musical, but I don't know. You can just take that however you want. If that's just, I don't know to edit. That kind of changes the thing.
My favorite scene to edit. I don't like editing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll
That's
trade places if you
kind of
want
an
me to.
odd question.
Yeah,
trade
yeah.
places.
India, you can edit the shows from now on.
I don't mind. I'm up for it.
Editing is like a process where you go like, I guess I have to do this, but it's not something that you go like, I'm having the best time of my life. I'm editing right now.
That is me though. That is me. I sit on. If I
That's you.
Yeah, when I get my MacBook, I know the first thing I'm going to do is literally sit there and non-stop edit. I just enjoy it so much. So then I'm completely the opposite.
I enjoy
editing. Filming. I prefer filming but I liked editing on my MacBook, but this computer doesn't let me edit, so it's so frustrating. So now I hate editing, but when I get my MacBook, it's probably gonna be fine.
I'll do it all for you, don't worry.
I don't like editing. I don't like filming. I don't like any of it.
I don't just quit StarKid.
I don't like writing. I just like having it done, you know?
Yes, I'm the same way, especially with writing. Like, I want my book to be done, and I just don't have to mess with it, but I know I have to write it, and it's so frustrating.
Just fly me out. Just fly me out to you guys, and I'll do it all for you. Don't worry about it.
Okay. I enjoy making up the ideas, and I enjoy that process. But then once it comes to you have to type something, I hate that.
Yeah.
And I hate doing the actual writing, and I hate the filming, and I hate the editing. And doing the play though, that's the more fun part. It's like that's the easiest part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I mean, like, I think I do a lot of drama, and we put on a lot of plays, and our most recent play that we're going to be putting on soon is Sherlock Holmes. And I think the problem with me is if I don't like what we're doing, I get in this zone where I think, oh, I just have to do it. But like now, because we're doing things I actually enjoy, like because I love Sherlock Holmes, like I love the books and stuff, and I can't wait to do it. So I kind of get in this zone where when I like something a lot, that's it, I'm gone, I'm into it too much. So I guess my favourite part of it is it.
That's good. That's good. You'll go far. I'm done.
I was just about to say, shoot, I was about to say something. I always do that. Was it a question? I don't remember. Sorry, I always forget what I'm gonna say.
Wait, let me just check because it's so slow on my phone. Wait.
What was I gonna say? Crap. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot what I was gonna say.
You know, we just hit 30 followers on our Twitter account.
Oh, cool. We're
about
to hit like 200 subscribers on this channel or something, so that's cool. I can't.
Wait, I think let's check. What did someone say? Because I've got the tweet. Where's it gone? There you go. I think someone asked. I have too many social media sites. This is too much.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
One that I saw while you're looking for that was if you could write for any production company, DC, Marvel, Warner Brothers, what would it be?
Oh, definitely I would write on My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. It's like Matt and I have written some spec scripts for that show, and we've sent it to them, and they're like, we don't want these. So you know, like we have a really good episode that we wrote about Twilight that's really great. But it doesn't work anymore because they made Twilight a princess. So yeah, it doesn't work anymore. But if we could, that would be my job. That would be my dream job.
Nice.
It's working for that production company. And then I would like to write movies of things. I would like to write all the movies, but you know, I don't know how good it is to actually work for those companies. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. I would love to. If they're watching, Please hire me.
I've got the other question. Someone just DM'd me and said, what is your favourite musical in like Broadway?
Oh,
That's currently on Broadway or that has been
just
on Broadway?
any, like, whatever.
My favorite musical in general?
Yeah.
Well, I guess, sorry, excuse me.
Look it up.
I think that I was never so much as much of a musical guy as I think maybe people think. I think that we never, my brother and I never really went into it going like, I really want to get into musicals, we more so like movies and things like that. So my main uh, experience with musicals when I was younger was the Disney movies. So I liked, like Aladdin, Little Mermaid,
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast. But then, in high school, I think every theater kid goes through a period where they like musicals. And so when I was in high school, we liked like Phantom of the Opera. I liked that one. That's like a starter musical, That is like the base level musical that people are introduced to it through.
Oh, I was introduced to musicals through Jersey Boys. Jersey Boys was like, I just love it.
Jersey Boys. That's
Yeah.
I've never seen that one, but sounds
amazing.
great. I liked Sweeney Todd.
Oh,
Sweeney Todd's amazing.
That was my favorite. Oh my god.
I liked, my friend Eric really loved Stephen Sondheim, so a lot of me experiencing musicals was him showing them to me. So, like, he showed me, like, Into the Woods and Sweeney Todd and Assassins and things like that. And then, I think also when you're a kid, or in high school, the musicals are more the ones that you do in high school, because, like, at least for me, it's like I could never see anything. Like, I couldn't go to New York and see shows, so it was just the albums I would listen to or the musicals that I was in, or, like, the musicals that my high school did. When I was in college, my high school did Seussical the Musical, and I went back and saw it, and I really liked that.
I love that one.
For a while, I really liked Seussical the Musical. And then, what else did I like? I don't know. There are a bunch of good ones, There's some. Oh, and I liked Wicked. That was big when I was, like, going into college. That was a big one. Yeah.
Have you ever seen Heathers by any chance? Have you ever seen Heathers the musical?
No, I have not seen Heathers the musical.
You've got to see that. That's 100% a big recommendation. I haven't seen it live, but I think isn't it Thomas Saunders is doing?
Yeah, Thomas Sanders. Yeah.
Thomas Sanders is doing that. I think I don't know. They're doing a bootleg version of it, but it's a really good musical. If you can find it online, the music's quite good actually.
It's a really good one.
Yeah, people really like that one. Maybe I'll watch it. I think first I should watch the movie Heathers. I've never sat through the whole movie of Heathers.
Oh, movie's quite good actually. I think it's one of those proper teen movies, like how you've got like Clueless and Mean Girls. I feel like Heathers one of those proper teen movies.
Yeah,
I just love them.
Yeah, definitely, it's a classic. But I think when I tried to watch it recently, I think I don't know what I was in the mood for, but I was like, this is dark. I want to watch just something that's, like, silly. So I turned it off, but that's just because I wasn't in the mood at the time, but I'm sure it's a great movie.
Have you seen Elephant Man yet with Bradley Cooper? Because that's really good. It's not a musical, but like it's a really good play.
The play?
Yeah, with Bradley Cooper.
Well, the play is old, right? The play is quite old. Because, like, I've seen I've seen productions of Elephant Man, and I've like read monologues and like tried to do monologues from Elephant Man for auditions and stuff. So yeah, it's a great play. I have not seen it with Bradley Cooper, but I assume it's great.
We managed to get, we were actually really lucky, we managed to get tickets for it. But I mean, it's really hard to pull off the role of the Elephant Man. And I'm not joking, he did such a great job of it. Amazing, like there was no prosthetics or anything used, which I think was better. So I think, yeah, that was quite good.
Yeah, that's great.
I'm trying to find more questions.
Oh, Sarah just got home, so she'll probably be joining soon. I sent her the link.
All right.
Someone said, what's your favorite band/singer? If you have one.
Well, I think I'm like I was a bad music kid too. Like as a kid, I wasn't really as much into like specific bands as I was into like movie soundtracks and like compilation albums. So like when I was a kid, I really liked the There's Something About Mary soundtrack. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie, but I liked that. But who I like as musical artists, as a kid for sure, it was Madonna was my favorite as a kid.
Of course.
I also liked Michael Jackson a lot. Madonna and Michael.
Yeah.
Those I love those. And then I also grew to really like Billy Joel. Excuse me. And I really like Queen. I think Queen is a great band.
Queen is
who doesn't like Queen? Like
I think everybody likes Queen in the world. And then I think those are probably my favorites. And when I was a kid, when I was in like high school, like middle school and high school, I went through like a dark period, and I really liked Zombie and Power Man 5000, which is Power Man 5000. The lead singer Spider is Rob Zombie's little brother. So there you go.
Oh, I did not know that.
There you go. It's pretty cool, right? Excuse me. I got a thing in my throat, you know, like a sickness.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, still though, thank you for coming on though. Like, even if you're sick.
I'm trying to get Sarah
problem.
on here. She's being stupid.
Yeah. I do feel sorry because I've non-stop FaceTime though. I just feel so bad. Like.
Oh, Dana asked, has his parents seen all the shows?
Have my parents seen all the shows?
Yes, all your StarKid shows.
Yes. My parents have seen. They've seen all of them. That's, you know, my dad loves that stuff. He loves StarKid more than anybody. So, you know, he likes it more than I do, and he usually knows about things way before I do. So, he's, you know, like when we were doing this U of M thing, this is something that, like, Brian and Julia agreed to do, like, a year and a half ago. They committed us to doing this thing. And then, like 2 months ago, my dad called me and he was like, Nick, how's the U of M thing going? I was like, I don't know. I don't know. That's not like a thing that I'm thinking about at all. And then he was like, you should really go onto U of M's website and look at what they're saying about it. And I went onto the website and saw that, I don't know where they got this idea, but they were advertising that it was going to be this huge thing, this huge like reunion thing that was going to have songs from every show that we've ever done, and it was going to have they advertised having over 20 StarKids back to do it. and nothing had been planned, and no one had been contacted. So I said, "Oh no, I better start writing to people." So then we had to write to everybody, but we're going to have a bunch of people back to do that.
I just wish I could go. It's like, oh, why? Why do I have to live across an ocean? It's like, no.
Don't worry about it. It'll be. It's not that big of a deal.
I was gonna go, but I'm broke now, so I can't, and I live really far away. I would point it out on my map, but I don't feel like standing up.
Okay. I don't blame you.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna go, but whatever.
Oh, I just got a question. Someone just said, where did you film Little White Lie?
We filmed it in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and then in a few places around Ann Arbor, like back where we're from, which is Southfield, Michigan, near like Southfield and up into like Birmingham, and I'm from a place called Franklin, Michigan, as well. 'Cause like we didn't get like any permission to film anywhere, because we filmed that in between my junior and senior year of college. We had my junior year, we entered a filmmaking contest, like a nationwide filmmaking contest, which was done by a channel called SoapNet, which was owned by ABC, Disney, and it only played soap operas. And they were like, we're making because they were trying to connect with like young people, because no young people watch soap operas, I guess.
Yeah.
So, so they were trying to appeal to young people, and since then they've failed, and SoapNet is no more, and all of the soap operas got canceled after running for like 40 years. They're all gone now. But so we entered this contest, and we ended up winning the contest through a series of circumstances, and then the prize was that we got $20,000 to make a web series. So we like bought a bunch of equipment and all this stuff, and we worked very intensely for that summer in between our junior and senior year, and we filmed all throughout U of M, and like used a bunch of the U of M facilities as locations. Like the school was the art building. The school that they go to is the art building in U of M, and like there's a Battle of the Band sequence that we did in a place called the Duderstadt Center.
Pretty cool.
It's like a big media center type thing that has a theater in there, and we were able to rent that for free. So all of our locations, like, we filmed for free, and like we got like a friend whose dad was a dentist, and we filmed in their dentist office, and then like we rented a hospital bed for scenes where Kevin.
Yeah. I was wondering about that. I was like, how did they get in the what? Because
there's a kid in a hospital, so we rented a hospital bed that had it delivered to our apartment in Ann Arbor, and just dressed our living room like it was a hospital room, and like took a plastic bag and like made a fake IV and stuff, and like put a TV over there and said that kind of looks like something that might be in a hospital, and like put up a curtain to cover up our window and stuff, and it was like the most janky production ever. But we did that. So we did that. Like the inside, like Sammy and Duder's house was our house in Franklin, and just a bunch of places. Like we called in a bunch of favors from people that we knew and filmed in different people's houses and things like that. So yeah, it was crazy. It was a big crazy thing.
So the next question is so someone said, what is your opinion on people cosplaying StarKid characters?
Oh.
what is my opinion of people cosplaying StarKid characters?
Yeah.
I think that's fine. That's good.
Good, 'cause I do it all the time.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing it. I'm hoping to be Tanya for G6.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice, nice. There you go. Yeah, I think it's great. That's a good, nice way to express that you like something. I think I like it. I like it better when people, you know, like the characters in the stories rather than you know, like focusing on the people that are in StarKid.
Yeah.
You know, like if people write fan fiction, I prefer it when they write like fan fiction about the characters and not about like the people, because just my personal opinion is like I prefer to focus more on the art than the artists.
Yeah.
So just because I think that any artist probably that's what they would prefer. They would like for everyone to more focus on the art.
Yeah.
I think
no, I don't.
I had like the choice of like I couldn't decide who I picked Tanya for G6 mainly because there's something about the character that's just, I don't know, I think Tanya is such a, she's supposed to be like the antagonist of the show, but everyone fell in love with her. It was like, even though she was supposed to be the bad person in the show, everyone just, she was like the most favourite character. And I think that's what I like about Tanya. She made us fall in love with her, even though she was supposed to be in the wrong.
Yeah, bad guys are likable. It's like usually villains are gonna be the standout character because they're more fun. Because someone that's a hero or has to be motivated by good intentions is less of a. Sometimes they can be less of an interesting character. Like usually characters that you identify with more and relate to more are ones that are more specific and more self-servicing. So usually that's the villains. So like that's why in Disney movies the best characters are always the bad guys.
Yeah.
And you know, like so I think that Tanya ended up being she was definitely our favorite character to write too, because we said she's like, you know, it's refreshing that you can just make somebody deliciously evil, and then there's nothing more likable than a bad guy that turns good. That's always the favorite character, you know. In anything you watch, the bad guy that turns good will always be the favorite.
Did you have like auditions for Little White Lie, or did you have people already to be in Little White Lie?
No, we had auditions for Little White Lie. We had people that we knew that we wanted to be in it. Basically, the only character that was like set was Chris Allen was going to be Duder, because Chris like created the show, so and was one of the writers. So as we were doing it, we said Chris will be Duder. And so we were casting the Sammy character around Chris, and we were looking for somebody that needed to look like she was Chris's sister, and somebody that could like carry the show, and somebody that like could sing and look like she had an edge about her, but also was good. And I think that Alona Finlay, who plays Sammy, she at the time looked just like Chris. Like you look at those two, and they look like their brother and sister. And I think she was a great find because she has like a rock and roll edge to her. But I think that you know, she like in real life, Alona is the nicest person of all time. There's nothing bad about her. So I think that was good, that I think her innate niceness can show through when we were writing Sammy to be a conflicted character. That, like, she wanted things that she knew were selfish, but it's like everybody wants selfish things, and she wanted to be liked, and I think that that is a relatable thing. So I'm glad that we got her to. I think she pulled it off, and then oh, hello, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you, Nick?
Real good, real good. Good to see you.
That's good to see you too. I'm sorry, I was interrupting a story. Go for it.
I was just talking about the casting of Little White Lies. So as we were casting it, we knew that Lauren was going to be somebody. So for a while we were reading her as Sammy, and she was like doing Sammy more like, I don't know, like more like Bugs Bunny, to where she could like do like she like did like silly voices and stuff like that. And then we said, okay, but we were trying to find someone to be Tanya, and eventually we were like, okay, what if we have Lauren read for Tanya? Because Lauren is she's a really great character actress. So we said, Tanya is probably the best character, so let's have Lauren read for Tanya. And then she did it, and we were like, we liked Lauren so much, and we knew we wanted her to be in it, so we said, all right, let's give her Tanya. And then for Toby, the character that Darren ended up playing, for a long time we kept on we tried really hard to find somebody to be Toby, because we didn't want it to be Darren for some reason. I don't know, because Darren was going to be writing songs for the show, so we didn't want to distract him. So we said, Darren, you can't be in the show because you're going to be writing on the show. And that's originally why he came on to the project, because we wanted to write something together. And then eventually we said, Darren, why don't you just be Toby? And he was like, duh! And so he was Toby. And we had like a day in Ann Arbor where we had a bunch of people that we like didn't know come and audition, and a lot of people came in, did a great job, and so we cast them in some, like, we didn't know Alona before she came in to audition. And so we cast all the other roles based on the auditions. And then with Kevin, we couldn't find somebody to be Kevin, so they said, Nick, you have to do it. And usually that's usually how I'll get cast in a show. Is there'll be a miscellaneous character that we go like, Nick, you have to do it. So I'll go, okay. Oh!
Someone did just say to me, please go get some water. Someone was like, go get some water, it's not good for you.
Yeah.
No, although whenever we were watching Annie the other night, we were like, we're convinced you are the absolute best character or you played the best characters and you did like the best job in Annie. Like, we love everyone else, but I think you made the show. We all agreed on that. It was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, because we were like sitting there watching Annie, and then all of a sudden, like, like Obi-Wan would come out, and we're just like,
we would die.
This guy, and so we start like doing the same stuff that you guys are doing. Like,
yeah, we would start like saying it along with it, and it was really funny because I think it was at the end, whenever wait, what was it at the end? Whenever you're trying to get the drink, yeah, he's trying to get the drink. We all said it at the exact same time. It was great. It's a really cool thing that we all have that. Like,
I wasn't watching Annie with you guys, but I remember coming on every like couple of minutes and listening to you guys, and I occasionally heard you guys quote Obi-Wan, and I was like, that's Obi-Wan. I was like, I just knew it. I was quoting it, and I was like, yeah. But I was like, I wasn't even watching Annie.
How much we watch it.
Yeah. I wasn't even like, it was so funny. It was like, Sarah. You know who you're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
thing we do, and it's so funny.
Yeah, as we were writing it, Annie, it went through a couple different versions where we were self-conscious about it just being the pod racing story that it ended up being, because that was the initial spark for the idea, was this pod racing joke that we had. And like, you know, Annie being friends with Jar Jar and Grand Moff Tarkin and stuff like that. So that was the original ideas that we had, but then we were self-conscious. We were like, people aren't going to like this because it's not like the Harry Potter show that had, like, you know, was basically the whole story. Like, the Harry Potter show basically just is the story of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So we were nervous that we weren't just straight up doing Star Wars. So for a while we were like, okay, we got to try and just have it just be Star Wars. And the only jokes we were coming up with that we liked were for Obi-Wan. Because we watched the movie and we were like, Obi-Wan, the guy that plays Obi-Wan, Alec Guinness, looks like he's drunk when he's doing the movie. Because like the actual story behind it was that George Lucas like had a very hard time making the movie, and a lot of people didn't believe that the movie was going to be very good. And Alec Guinness, who is like a guy who is like a very famous actor who has been in many great movies, and he's like classically trained and all this stuff, and he thought it was silly. He was like, what a silly movie, like a dumb space thing. And so he always thought it was stupid. So it looks like when he does it that he doesn't care. And it looks like he's just drunk on set. So we were like, what if Obi-Wan was just drunk? And so we started just doing an impersonation of him, you know, going like, I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi, hello. And he sounds like he's drunk, just doing his regular voice with him going, like, what's the line that he says? He goes, he's more machine than man now, twisted and evil. And that's like how he actually does it, and he looks like he's drunk. So we said he's drunk. And then, so as we were writing it, like, we wrote, like, a version of a cantina scene with, like, Luke and Han and Luke and Han and Obi-Wan in this cantina. And, like, we just weren't coming up with good jokes for everybody because it's been... Star Wars parodies have been done so many times that it's hard to come up with a joke that hasn't been made like a million times already. So, like, I think our only joke for Han Solo was that he was dating Chewbacca or something. It was that Chewbacca was actually his girlfriend. So he was like, he like saw the hologram of Princess Leia and like fell in love with her and was like, oh man, I really want to date that girl. I just got to break up with my current girlfriend right now. But the problem is that when you break up with a Wookiee, they rip your arms off. So like he was dating Chewbacca. It was like a stupid joke. And then but we, you know, were making up a lot of the Obi-Wan stuff and made up Obi-Wan trying to explain the Clone Wars. And we thought that was just very funny to just try to explain the plot line of the movie. There's a dog.
Oh, yeah.
If you heard anyone in the background from me, that's my dad. He's like checking on me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, Sandy was trying to make me give attention to her, so I was like, oh god. So I was like, had to hold her.
Doesn't she always? Sandy is so needy.
I get my pug, and he's like, he won't sit down, my pug. He won't sit on my bed. He'll just start jumping up and down, and no.
Oh, Sandy does a whole circus act, so it's like...
I think we all have dogs except Nick. Nick has Valentine.
Dana just realized my dog and just screamed puppy as loud as she could on the Twitter. But yeah. But with the Clone War thing, that was really funny, especially since it was also an Obi-Wan's like sort of perspective. I was like, oh, that's funny because he was like thinking like it was kind
I'm sorry, that was so boring.
Yeah.
that was so.
What I like about Annie the most is the fact that I literally one of the first fandoms I was in was Star Wars, and it ages ago. I remember going to my parents. Oh, I want the Star Wars DVDs for Christmas. And I remember getting them on Christmas Day and that evening watching them. And when I saw Annie come out, it just took me back to my crazy times when I used to like absolutely love it. I was obsessed with it, and I just used to sit. I was sat through the whole play and was like, oh, I know that, and I remember this.
Yeah.
And I was just sitting through it, and I was like, oh wow, that goes back.
You get the Star Wars jokes.
Maybe what 6?
Yeah.
No, 8 years. 8 years? Yeah, I think 8 years it's been since I've watched the movies.
Yeah, they're great movies.
Oh.
They're really good.
I'm just trying to
Yeah,
think
they
of it.
are. Oh my god, my brothers. That was the one show that my brothers and I, when I made them watch Annie, because like I told them all about StarKid, and they were like, "What is it about?" And of course they've watched like AVPS and all of them, which is really awesome. But they saw Annie, and I didn't have to force them to watch that at all. They were like, "Oh, I get this," because like when they did like the humorous play on words with the jokes, and all that, they were like, "Ah, I get it," and I'm like, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, so
That's
it's like
good.
that was funny. Oh,
I'm sorry, I'm just cracking up because I can hear my dad playing with the dog, and I think my dog's biting his finger. It's quite funny. Sorry, carry on. I don't know what he's doing.
Your pug.
Yeah, if I could show you, I'd try and get him from you, but I don't think that's a good idea. Because he just won't sit still. I'll tweet you a picture later. I'll tweet you a picture. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I was to say like, oh goodness, yeah, my dogs have been weird. I have been on like a rush all day. Like that's why I was so late. I was like,
God, rude.
No, it's
scheduling
like,
it and then not even coming out.
No. Because like when I got the message, I was in the mall. I was like because I have a baby shower to go to soon, and so basically I was shopping. No.
I'm kidding.
As I say, I'm a little too young. We have like a couple years, but maybe if a guy likes me. But later on, so while I was getting the message, I was like, oh god, and it was already 2 o'clock, so I was like, 3, and then my mom was this, we gotta go drop my brothers at football, and I was like, okay, so that's why I was like, India, Maia, do it, I'll be there soon. Because like it was so hectic all day, so like if I start speaking gibberish all of a sudden, it's because my brain has been fried.
Well, don't worry. You're doing just fine. You're doing great.
Yeah, because I was sitting here, I was like, I'm probably like honestly when I was answering, I was like, I know I'm probably interrupting something. Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay.
Goodness, and I just got on Twitter and I was looking at all the questions, just making sure that.
Yeah, I've just got like 50 notifications from you, Sarah. Cheers.
Sorry, but yeah, I saw the "What house are you?" and I was like, oh yeah, September 1st.
Didn't we get an answer last time? I don't remember though. What you were a Hufflepuff, right?
I'm a Hufflepuff. Yeah.
But Nick's also a Hufflepuff. Wait, no, what? I don't remember. I think
no. I think you mean Gryffindor.
Okay, good, yeah. I just get so confused because everyone's a freaking Hufflepuff in StarKid. Like, I geek out, everyone's like, yeah, I'm a Hufflepuff. What? I had a weird feeling you were a Gryffindor, but I felt like last time you said Hufflepuff, but I don't know.
Well, I don't know if I'm any of them because, I'm not, it's not real, but, no, I didn't do that thing.
It's not real?
I just think one day you should just to try it, just to see what you get.
No, I'm afraid I'll get Hufflepuff.
Oh, what's wrong with that? It's not that bad.
I thought I was gonna get Hufflepuff, but no.
No, actually, I didn't know. But I ended up coming out with Slytherin, and I was like, yeah, alright, Slytherin for the win. Yeah, I was happy with that in the end.
One time I got out Gryffindor, and then, like, the rest of them, and especially the Pottermore quiz, I got, like, Hufflepuff, so I was like, okay, and, like, I always say, like, I'm a Gryffindor, but I'm like, I seem more like Hufflepuff than I am Gryffindor, so I'll stick with the Hufflepuff.
I've always been a Gryffindor, like, I did not think so, but I've never gotten any answer other than that, so.
Right.
Alright.
Wait, isn't it today that, James Potter has been sorted into Gryffindor?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yeah.
Today is September 1st.
Oh, yeah.
First day of Hogwarts.
Yeah, it's September 1st.
Yeah, I was one of my Hogwarts shirt.
I'm wearing all
And
my Harry Potter merch right now.
Yeah, 2015, I guess, is when that that thing takes place, the epilogue.
Actually, I think it's next year. This year is when sorry, I'm gonna go full nerd. This year is when James, or their oldest son, goes to Hogwarts. But the epilogue takes place next year. Because the epilogue is when their second kid is going to Hogwarts and not their first kid. Sorry.
Oh yeah, Albus. I forgot they were different kids.
Yeah.
I forgot. I haven't thought about Harry Potter in so long.
I know. Oh my goodness. That's what was it? My brother and I are huge Hogwarts fans. We love Harry Potter. We're big Potterheads. And so basically we started watching it before we left. And I think we watched the ending of the entire series, and where he goes Albus Severus Potter. I just started laughing. I was like, and my brother looked at me and said, "What?" I said, "It's actually Scarfy Potter." And
Scarfy Potter.
Yeah, Albus Scarfy.
Yeah, Albus Scarfy. They screwed it.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh god."
Yeah. We thought about Harry Potter last when we were last year as we were writing that. We wrote that Harry Potter Christmas thing for the HPA fundraiser.
Right.
Well, I live in London. I've never been to where where Platform 9 and 3/4 is. I've never been, and I kind of feel sad that I've never been.
I've never been either because I've never been to London.
I've been to the Harry Potter Studios twice and I loved it, but I've never been to Platform 9 and 3/4.
I don't go to London.
Sandy.
She just wants to just leave us pain.
Hey, Nick, do you remember Cam? You did a video thing for her, a video message.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just texting her now, but I just wanted to know if you remembered her because she was asking me. She was saying, "Does Nick remember me?" I said, "Probably does."
Of course,
yeah,
I remember.
But she's definitely doing much better now.
That's great. Great.
I actually managed to meet her a couple of weeks ago. She came to London, which was quite good. So yeah, she's doing absolutely amazing. She's such a great person.
That's very good. That's very good. I'm very glad to hear that.
She gave me her G5 ticket because she couldn't attend, which was really sweet of her. So So.
Well, tell her I say hi at some point.
I don't know because she's a little bit annoyed at me right now because yeah.
My friends, all my StarKid fandom friends, they'll ask me does Nick remember me from 2 years ago? And I'm like, I don't know, man. People think I get this information all the time. I don't know.
I do not remember a lot of people's names because when you're meeting a lot of people, you don't remember names. But I do remember faces. And I'll remember people's names if they talk to me on a regular basis or I'll remember their Twitter name or something. But I usually will, if I meet someone and I have met them before, I will usually at least recognize who they are. Yeah. And sometimes I'll remember if we've talked about something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just regular. If you meet someone once and say a few words to them, you might remember that or you might not. I'm sorry if I ever talk to someone and I don't remember them. I
do it all the time. I felt really bad at GeekyCon because people were like, "Hey, Maia," I'm like, what's your username on Instagram? Because I don't remember people's names. I'm really bad at that.
That's okay.
Oh my god, I do you know what? I really hate these time zones. I have to go in 5 minutes and I just want to scream. No, I don't want to go.
Oh yeah, you have to leave. Yeah, how long have we been on? I don't know how to keep track of time. I feel really bad.
I don't know, but we came on just after 8, and it's like, well, just after 8 for me, and it's 5 to 10 at the minute.
Alright.
Does anyone watching know how long we've been here? Please tweet at me and tell me how long this has been going on. I feel really bad. Okay, you just got here, so you don't.
It wasn't as long as the last one. The last one went on for like 3 hours.
Yeah, I was hoping not to make it as long as the last one. I already clarified.
The last one was
not 3 hours.
Yeah.
I don't know how that managed to be. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was crazy. I can't believe we lost both yours and Robert's. I was like,
I know.
Oh,
no. So it upset me because like me and Maia, we had really bad differences, and I was always supporting the channel, and it really upset me. But like when I went on it, I can't remember when it was. I went on it and I was like, hang on a second. I swear they had a Nick interview. I swear they had a Robert interview, and it was like, and I was like, what on earth happened for this to happen? I was like, I don't know, but it upset me a lot because I've been supporting the channel for a while, so
yeah.
That was like.
Well, just gotta learn to well, hopefully, I'm just glad, Nick. I'm so glad that you are able to do it again. That was really nice of you. And
yeah, no problem. I'm still here in the same room, so.
You're not going anywhere then, I guess.
You're in a different position though. Last time we could see like your bookshelf or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, because there's a computer right there. Do you see that?
Yeah.
There's a computer right there. That is the computer I was on last time, or this computer was over there. I've got 2 computers because one is for my personal use, and then that is the StarKid editing computer.
No, there's a lot of Gatorades over there.
Oh yes,
everyone has said that. Every single person has said that.
And I was like, that's a lot of Gatorades, because that's like as much as my brother's drank. So it's like I can't.
It's only 4 Gatorades.
We don't know how many of them are thrown away.
It's like my room.
Yeah, there's a lot more than that somewhere in the house.
Somewhere. There's a Gatorade, where it's at.
Yeah, everyone's mentioned that so far. Like everyone on Twitter, and I mentioned it earlier.
Oh really? Because I was like, I just got here, so I was like, oh wait a minute. I was like actually looking around the room too. Not to be weird, but that's what I do. I look at the room first, and I'm like, oh. It is definitely a different
background. I do the same thing because I want to make sure that no one has as cool of a room as me, so I do the same thing. Right. I always look at everyone's room.
Yeah, see, because I have wallpaper on one half of the room, I can't put anything on there, so I've got this big crowded wall of Walking Dead, Criminal Minds, Tom Hiddleston, StarKid, Bradley Cooper, S Club 7, the list goes on. So it's this really big tight wall of stuff, and it upsets me that I can't put more on the wall.
You like S Club 7?
Okay.
Isn't S Club 7 old?
Well, basically,
there ain't no party like an S Club party, right?
Basically, there's a show called Primeval, and my favourite character was called Abby, and she played she was Hannah in S Club, and ever since I've watched that show, I've always loved her, and basically I've met her 3 times, and I've always been following her, and she remembers me now. But I went to see S Club 7 in May, and let me tell you, they were still pretty amazing after 10 years. Well, actually, after 12 years.
That's still going. That's pretty cool.
Well, they reunited for a concert in England, and then that was it. But it was pretty good.
I just remember there ain't no party like an S Club party. Because an S Club party don't stop. Is that the words or no?
Wait, there ain't no party like an S Club. Oh my god, I can't even remember myself. That's so bad. Yeah, you're right.
How old is that song?
Oh, it's been about 15 years. So pretty much a year after I was born.
Yeah, you were 1 when that came out.
Yeah, I was 1. I always knew who S Club was, and then when I found out about Hannah, it was I've just been loving S Club since. My phone is covered in S Club music. Terrible.
Right. Because I remember when it came out.
I don't remember that.
15. I was 15, and I was like.
Oh, you were only 15.
Yeah, I was 15.
That's great.
When you were born.
Oh, I feel really I feel old now when I think of it. I feel like, am I already 16? Like, that went quick, the time.
You're not old.
I refuse to say anything about being old around Nick because I know he'll be like, no, you're a baby.
You are all children.
Yeah, my mum doesn't like the fact that I'm going to work tomorrow for the first time. She just doesn't like to let me go.
Sarah's technically an adult, right?
Yeah, I am. I always call myself the mama, even though I'm not the oldest. I know there's more that are older than me, but like I am technically an adult now. So like I don't know, but like when you said like, oh, I don't remember people's names, you can tell me a name of a StarKid, somebody in the StarKid fandom, and I'll be like, I know her. Just completely like know exactly.
What?
So,
how old are you?
Like,
Sarah, how old are you?
Oh, 19.
Great.
19.
19. You're a child.
Oh, guys, I have to go. I'm really sorry.
Oh, okay.
It's okay.
India, thank you for talking.
Thank you, Nick. This is pretty cool, so thank you.
I love you.
You have a great wall of dogs. Wall of dogs.
I'll tweet you. I'll tweet you a photo of my pug. Don't worry, I'll tweet you a photo of my pug later on. But yeah, I'll speak to Maia and Sarah later on, and hopefully I'll speak to you again soon, Nick. So see you guys.
Bye. Love ya.
Goodbye.
And she's gone.
And it's just the three amigos now.
Two.
Well, two amigos, but Nick is also an amigo. Okay,
fair enough.
That. Three amigos. How's your? Oh, Dana just asked how's my finger because I got it into a splint. It's going good.
Oh yeah, your poor finger. Oh, how dare your finger get hurt?
It looks like I got bit by a zombie. What do you think?
I keep doing that. Everyone's like, oh, her finger. I'm like, no one said anything about my leg.
I know, and I didn't do really much to it. I basically I work in a deli, so basically yeah, it's weird. It's a different job, but I didn't get myself with the slicer, surprisingly. I got myself with a knife, and so basically it was just bleeding like crazy, and so I had to glue it and just put a splint on it so I don't.
Nick. That face though.
Well, I'm gonna put it on a splint so I can't bend it, or it will probably open up again. So but it's good. It's good now. I'm probably gonna pick up the splint like tomorrow because it's been 5 days. So your facial expression.
Just take care of yourself and keep it out of the frame.
No, believe me, that's not actually the worst that I've done. So the deli is like definitely something where it's like I look rough, like super rough in there because like there's cuts everywhere, but still.
Be careful. Be careful.
I will. Yeah, I will. Don't worry.
So Brian Holden, not actually Brian Holden, but someone who has that name on Twitter. I know them, but still, it's kind of funny. Asked, I want to know how they came up with the find joke, like the Hufflepuff find joke. If you have any background on that.
We were just trying to come up with some random funny thing for Hufflepuffs to be good at.
Fair enough.
That
makes sense.
Just because finding is a funny thing to be good at, and we were like, what is a Hufflepuff? What are they? And it's kind of unclear. They're kind of ambiguous. So we said, I don't know. They're good at finding stuff, and that was it. And we were really trying to come up with lines for Cedric Diggory because, it's like, what is his personality even in the book? I don't know. He's like a guy, and he dies. He's like kind of nice, but also kind of a jerk. So we said, I don't know. Let's just have him say "find" in every sentence he has, and luckily we got Tyler Brunsman to do the role, and he just does it very funny. Like he's always smiling, so he's great. So
yeah, it was a great one. That's definitely one of my favorite jokes in there. Like. I don't know. It's really funny for some reason. Where did Sarah go? Oh, there she is. Sarah, what do you do? Child. Uh, Sarah, what are you doing?
Oh, sorry, my mom. She was like, "Try this cake."
Oh,
I said, "Okay."
okay.
Yeah, because like we're baking cakes for the baby shower, so it's
Oh,
like,
right.
yeah, and I'm probably gonna bake too, but she's baking this pound cake that she just made out of scratch, and so she's like she's yelling out my name saying like to come and go and try it.
Nice.
Okay, so yeah, I missed anything, so sorry.
We've only got like one or two more questions left, I think, unless people like start flooding my Twitter again. But
Okay.
one of them, this one's kind of odd. But if you could own any animal ever, what would it be, and what would you name it?
I don't know. I don't.
Oh.
I don't know. I like Valentine the cat.
Yeah.
I think I just pick Valentine and just name her Valentine. She's a great cat. But it's not like I own. It's not like I own her. It's like she lives with us.
Yes.
She's like a daughter.
She's so fluffy.
I love her.
As I say, she looks so fluffy. I would always want to meet her and like.
She's the best. Because it's like you know, you want a tiger. Like you definitely want like a white tiger, but it'd kill you.
Right.
But I guess that would be okay if I'm gonna die, you know. Getting mauled by a tiger would be a good way to. Well, that is insensitive to people that have been mauled by tigers. So if you have, I am sorry. I did not mean to say that this was like a good thing. It's
this live stream if you've been mauled by a tiger.
It's it's just like sometimes you have to be more and more conscious that sometimes when you joke, some people have experienced that for real, so you have to be sensitive.
I kind of want to see that tweet. I was mauled by a tiger.
If someone's been mauled by a tiger, that person, the last thing they need is somebody to joke about getting mauled by a tiger. They have it rough enough already. You know?
Yeah, thanks, Nick. I was mauled by a tiger at the age of 5. Just what?
Dana asked how old is Valentine. Dana asked how old is Valentine.
Valentine is going to be 3 years old on her birthday, which is November 28th.
That's great. I love Valentine. Oh my god.
Cute.
One of the questions was my question. What was it? Shoot.
You had a question?
I did. I had a question. It was. I'm trying to remember how I phrased it. Would you suggest suggest that people who want to go into like the arts of acting or dancing or whatever or writing go to college, or just kind of like go to some kind of whatever? Because that's like I've had a lot of people talking to me about that because we're getting older and we have to go to college. A lot of people have been like, well, I'm a performer, so I don't know. But you went to college, so.
I'm a bad person to ask, I think. I think college is always a great thing, And as I'm getting older, I have to think about if I have kids, what am I going to tell them about college? Because I think that college, when you're going into like the arts, it's a tough thing because I've seen people that have not gone to college become incredibly successful, and I've seen people that have gone to college and like never gone to class become the most famous people that I know, and so college.
Burn. Sorry, that was great.
College can be either it can be useful or it can not be useful, because certainly a lot of everything that I have done has all been because I went to college. It's like my degree, I haven't really used that at all. But so it's more about if you want to go to college for the arts, make sure that you're going there for the experience and do not expect that your degree is going to then equate to being able to be employed. I it depends on what program you go to too, because certainly the musical theater school at U of M is the best in the country, and the people that go through that program will basically go to Broadway. So I don't know. I would say if you're going to go to college and you want to be in the arts, you might also consider doing something else in college, like doing some kind of other degree, like a teaching degree or like a business degree or something like that, that you could, because, with this StarKid stuff, I never wanted to, like, own a company or anything like that. Now that we own this company, I am like, I wish that I knew something about how business is supposed to work. So it would have been useful if I had like some kind of business degree. But again, I never wanted to own a business, so I don't know. I think that I don't know. It's up to the individual, my advice would only apply to my younger self. My younger self, I would say, don't do that, you idiot. You're not going to use that. You like do something else useful. But also, I would say, but I don't know, because everything that I have is because I went to U of M when I went to U of M, and I certainly used the university's resources very thoroughly, and that is what our whole thing is based off of. So college was certainly very valuable for me, but it's also like my degree. It's not like I have this acting degree and say, this will get me a job, because nobody cares. Nobody in this casting things cares if I have an acting degree or not. And I don't even really do a lot of acting. I don't even really like go on too many auditions. And that's certainly not where any of my income comes from. So yeah. So I guess sure, yeah, go to college. Go to college. It's certainly fun. It's certainly a lot of fun. And if you view it as you're paying for like a really fun experience, then that's all you. It's like a great vacation for 4 years.
Yeah.
It's great. You can go to some great parties.
Oh
Make
yeah,
some good
college
friends.
parties.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good advice though. I've been like thinking about it like crazy because I'm broke, and we've always kind of like not had that kind of extra money, and it's really expensive, as everyone knows. Plus, I would never be able to get like a scholarship or anything because I'm horrible at academics and stuff like that. But yeah, so I've been like asking people who have gone to college and stuff like that. But yeah.
Okay. You should apply to some scholarships though.
I've been thinking, I've been planning to.
Scholarships are great. I got scholarships throughout my college experience as well. So they're really good because most people are in crippling debt after college.
Yeah.
That's also kind of the thing to where you have to kind of weigh if the degree that you're going to get is going to be worth the $40,000+ of debt you're going to have once you get out of college. So I went to college in-state. I was from Michigan. I went to U of M, so the tuition was cheaper, and I got scholarships. So basically my college was paid for by the university. So it was that get scholarships for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They are very helpful.
Oh yeah, Sarah, are you doing
I was gonna
college
say,
again this year or
for
no?
college, yeah. I'm going
Okay.
into my second semester in September, I think 9th or 10th, and just basically doing my basics again. And then my mom, bless her heart, she told me that that since I really love Disney World, she says that because Disney runs in my veins, like literally, just I'm a Disney trash. So basically,
Nick, what are you doing? I'm sorry, I'm just watching his
I
thing.
have a crystal. I have a crystal. I have a crystal and I put it in on my head.
It's a trick.
I'm so confused.
It's just I'm just playing with a crystal.
Yeah.
No, it's
It's
fun.
Sorry, I
Don't do
saw
that.
your little frame and I was like, what is he doing?
That's what I do.
It's from a chandelier that we have upstairs. Jeff broke it. Jeff Blim broke
What did
it,
he
so I
do?
have this little piece.
Was he swinging it on the chandelier?
We were
But it's not
rehearsing. We were rehearsing for Trail to Oregon up there, and he
Oh,
broke
God.
it. But I have kept the piece. Don't tell my landlord. I have the piece. I have the piece, and I keep it, and I play with it, and it's in my room. So it feels good. I like the feel of smooth things, so I like to. I like
thank
to
Jeff for
touch it.
breaking it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeff, for breaking all my stuff.
If he ever sees this, yeah, Jeff.
I doubt it.
That'd be great. I'd love to talk. Yeah, he's great too. Oh my God. Yeah, what was it? Robert a while ago. I just remember him telling us a story about him. It was like when you guys were doing Twisted, and it was something like he was in the cafe or something. And I just
Oh yeah,
remember.
yeah.
Yeah,
About
he was like
having kids, and it was about like how Robert and Jeff and I think a few other people when you guys were doing I think Twisted.
it was Twisted because like, Robert was there.
They saw this like beautiful woman in this store or bookstore or something, and she had like 2 little kids or something, and Jeff kind of like leaned over to Robert or something, and he was like, "I would love to father those kids." It was really weird.
So have you ever seen Jeff again?
You shouldn't say stuff like that.
It was really weird.
Hey,
I was like, what?
I was like, really? And Robert's like, yeah, that's how it happened. I was like, oh my God. Oh God. Well, as long as he
Jeff just really wants to be a father.
Aw, I think he'd be a great father.
After watching Trail to Oregon, I don't want to see him be a dad. Sorry. Just like, I mean, it's a character.
He gives
but
one
still.
of them dysentery and the other one gets kidnapped.
Yeah.
Dang, poor kids.
Oh,
No.
Morgan had a question. Yes, Morgan has to ask. Nick, do you remember what was your senior quote in high school?
My senior quote, I am pretty sure that I wanted this to be my senior quote. I'm not sure if it actually was. But my senior quote was, the thing that I wanted was, if you pick a pawpaw or a prickly pear and you prick a raw paw, next time beware. Don't pick the prickly pear with the paw. When you pick a pear, try to use the claw. But you don't need to use the claw when you pick a pear with the big paw. Which is from the Jungle Book,
I had no idea.
The Bare Necessities. And I just wanted to have like a quote that was way too big to fit in the quote section. That was what I wanted to do, and I'm not sure that they let me. So I think maybe the quote that ended up being in there was something like, "There are no happy endings because nothing ever ends," which is from The Last Unicorn. Which is a book and a movie. So
that's kind of contradicting with the song "Everything Ends." Sorry, I thought that was kind of
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Well, one day the universe will, implode.
Yeah.
So that'll be the end.
Very, very, very distant future.
Everybody dies too. So there you go.
There you go, guys.
One day the human race will end, probably.
If you take anything away from this live stream, take away everyone dies.
Everybody dies. Yeah.
Someone's gonna quote that and put that in a photo saying
They did that
everybody
with
dies.
they did that with the if I'm wrong, I don't care. They put that as a quote in a picture or something.
Yeah, that's
I don't
amazing.
remember.
I was like, wow, it's so cool, especially with that one.
What is that?
Something you said.
It's on the last live stream. You were like, if I'm wrong, I don't care.
What did I say that about?
We were talking about like the mouse, the computer mouse, and you were like, I think it's mouses or meese, and you were trying to decide what it was.
Mouses?
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, I don't care.
Yeah, that was it.
That's a good quote.
That's like my favorite thing. That's like my favorite quote that came out. I think that's on my wall somewhere, actually. I don't remember where.
I was like, I think what was it? Somebody used that photo before, and I was like, oh my god, it's an actual edit. And then I think it was Tristan or somebody, because like they said they used it, or it was Sarah. I don't know if it was Sarah or Tristan, but they put it and they were saying like, I'm gonna take this to heart. And I was like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I think that's on my wall
If you're
somewhere.
wrong, you care. Who cares?
Yeah, what's funny about it is that obviously you should care if you're wrong.
Yeah.
But it's a stupid thing to say, so yeah.
It was great.
So wrong, I don't care.
Yeah.
I just thought that was very interesting. Thanks.
Cute. Real cute.
Yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Like how people are starting to do that now with our interviews. It's like, oh.
That's nice. That's very nice. So do you guys have any more questions?
I was just going through, and I don't think so. People are just kind of like tweeting random stuff. It's not really questions anymore. So we can kind of like end it. My computer's about to die. Oh no.
Start to wind things down. Do you have any questions for me in general, Maya or Sarah? Anything you would like to have clarified, or any information you need about anything?
I already kind of asked my one question. I already asked my one question, so I probably did. Now I don't remember. I'm gonna plug in my computer real quick though, because it's about to die.
If you didn't answer my DM a while ago, like I remember you answered this where I was like, if you have any like advice on stress, because like because especially with me, because I told you I was like, I have work, I have college, I have this, I like the last one he said, stay off the internet because the internet is like, because the internet is miserable or something. The internet
is a black pit of misery.
Yeah. I was like, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think, kids nowadays are on the internet all the time, and I think that people need to not be on the internet as much, because I think that it is not incredibly healthy. I think that it's good, to get outside and play. And then also, kids nowadays will tweet everything that they think. And you'll get like kids, like 12, 13-year-old kids tweeting stuff that they think, and that should not be allowed. Because it's just when you're 30, you're gonna say, I really wish that I wouldn't have tweeted that and had it out there on the internet for everyone to see for all of time. So I think that, because when you're a kid, you can't help it. You have things going on in your brain that make you very emotional and make you, like, very dramatic. And it's very hard to restrain yourself when you're a kid. And also a kid, that is supposed to be the time when you are allowed to make mistakes, because that is the only way to learn, is to make mistakes and to have wrong opinions and things that you say that are stupid, and then to have the ability to not be held accountable to that later, because you will eventually change your mind. So I think that it's very tough for when kids nowadays have everything that they say or think in a document online that anyone can take a picture of and say, you said this when you were 12, and I think that you're exactly the same as you were when you were 12. And you go, I'm not. That is a stupid thing that I said when I was 12, or I actually don't feel that way anymore. So I think that kids have a tough time nowadays, and I'm very scared for if I have kids. I really want to steer them away from social media, because like sometimes the people can be brutal to each other, and it's frightening.
Oh yeah, trust me, I know.
Yeah, it's frightening, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's like you'll be getting insults from people that you've never met or never, like people interacting online that have never met each other, and it's just a scary thing. It's a scary thing, and it's not always entirely good. And when the internet becomes something that is anything but entirely good is when it has crossed the line and has too much power. So I think that kids just really need to be wary and know when to get off the Twitter and know not to get like sucked into online drama and things like that, because oh boy, it's a scary place. The best, my grandpa once gave me a piece of advice where my sister and my dad were in a fight, and he said, Nick, I said, I'm going to say something, and my grandpa said, Nick, don't get involved. And I think that's a great piece of advice.
Don't get involved.
Don't get involved. Sometimes, of course, there are exceptions. When you see injustice happening, of course, you have to not put up with injustice. But I think that, if somebody doesn't like a movie that you like, that's no reason to talk to them. If somebody is upset, that is no reason to pick on them. So I think that, my advice to the young kids is do it like 20 minutes a day. Do like the social media stuff, maybe like 20 minutes a day is a good amount. And then go, draw a picture or something, because you'll have more fun doing that when you have a more rounded life. That's just my opinion, though.
Yeah,
it's
good.
It's good advice, yeah.
It makes sense, especially because, I know a lot of people around the internet, they always think, like, oh, this is, because some people think of it as a happy place, especially in, like, some parts of the family. Like, everyone's like, oh, I love talking to you guys. But then there's times where you're like, you know what, you gotta live a little. Like, so many people want to do things in life, and it's like, you know what? You gotta go out there and do it. You can't just sit around and wait for it and be on the
That's why I don't like when people, like, suggest, like, hey, why don't you do this musical, or why don't you do this thing? And it's like, why can't you do it? It's your idea. You take it and run with it. Yeah. There's no reason you can't do it. And I get, like, me and Sarah go hang out all the time, and it's just because we don't really have friends, so we can't really, and I'm homeschooled now, so I can't, like, go out and hang out with my friends because I don't have any outside of, Sarah. But I also, like, have been hanging out with my in real life friend Diana lately, and it's been, like, really great because it's good to get out there and actually go do stuff with someone that you can actually interact with. The internet is a dangerous place.
Yeah. I think also, a lot of people say the in real life thing, which I think is that is also a dangerous thing to say, because the internet is also real life.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of times the internet becomes a little bit too much of like a video game for people, to where they forget that everyone that they're talking to and interact with is real people, and anything you say online affects someone in real life, because it's all real life. So I think that, yeah, but it's good to get outside, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's great. Although now I'm stuck in my room because I can't freaking walk.
You got crutches. You got those crutches over there.
They're so bad. Oh, you have no idea. They're so painful.
Get a wheelchair then. And
I'm not very tall, and so I'm not very tall, and they got the wrong size. So.
How tall are you? How tall are you?
Actually, I'm taller than you. Never mind. I'm 5'6".
No, you're tall. You're tall.
I forgot. I'm taller than you.
I'm the shortest one here.
They got me 5'10" crutches, and then and so now I'm like bruised and it hurts.
Okay.
Plus, I have a torn tendon in the other foot too, so I'm not actually supposed to put any weight on it. But they couldn't really stick me in
Just roll. Just roll around, or make.
That's what I was like saying. Like, take a wheelchair and like roll.
make someone carry you.
I've been trying to get Diana to carry me, and she's like, "No, I'm not gonna do it."
Yeah.
Like, take me places.
Carry me, please.
Pick me up.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, I think those are like all the questions overall, and that was really good advice. Just saying like about all the Twitter and stuff. And was that Sandy?
No, Kona.
Oh.
Lots of dogs.
Yeah, I've got one dog, but I had 2 dogs and 2 cats, but.
Saying 2 dogs, and they're both pain in the asses.
I love Sandy. Shut up.
Sandy sometimes is, and then there's like Kona and the other.
Oh God. Wait, hang on. We have one more question. This is the last question I'm gonna answer, guys, or I'm gonna make him answer. Whatever. I'm not answering it. But Katie asked, "What was your first impression of Sarah and Maia?"
Oh my God.
I think you're very nice. Very nice people.
Aw,
thank you. Very nice, energetic, nice people. Yeah, I think you're great. I don't remember the first interaction of like an online interaction. I don't remember.
What was? Oh yeah, you followed me because of Sarah. Oh yeah, that was the. I was trying to remember.
Like somebody,
she emailed you, I think. Yeah, Sarah emailed you and asked you to like follow me or something. I don't remember. And you did, and then you messaged me, and I was freaking out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll usually, sometimes I'll do what people ask me to do because
Yeah, that was very sweet of you.
I was like crying all day. I was like, oh my God.
Well, I'm sorry for making you cry. But yeah.
But it was also it was like the first time I had smiled in like months. So I mean, it was great. Thank you for that. That was so long ago.
Okay.
That was over a year ago.
Yeah, I was just saying.
All right. Well, you're lovely people. You deserve to be very happy.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nick. So do you.
You're welcome. Thanks. So yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well. I guess that's the last. That's the last question.
The only interaction besides from DMs and the email. I think when we had the first interview, you met Maia first, and then I came on because Maia was telling me that you're on.
Yeah, that was when you first met Sarah.
But that was it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, but so. But that's lovely because I just think it's weird.
Yeah. Well, I've only actually talked to you both twice now.
Yeah.
So after
if you want
both
to talk
times.
More,
if you ever want to talk more, we're always here, just kind of bored.
Yeah, just don't do anything. We literally just make videos and smile.
No, that's good. Well, I work and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
I used to, but my studio got shut down.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Maia. But you got good hair. You got a good haircut.
Thank you.
There you go.
Yes, thank you.
That's all you need.
That's it.
So yeah.
Is there anything like you want to say other than like answering questions?
No, not really. Just to say what is going on with StarKid stuff.
Yeah, what's coming up?
Yeah, there's just the Are You Afraid of the Dark show that they're doing. That is going to be it's starting in like less than a week or something. It's like the first show is I think on Sunday night.
Oh, good. I wish I could go. Super busy all the time.
Yeah, so that's more of like an improv show. So Matt and I, what's that?
Oh, nothing. Keep going. Continue. I'll ask in a minute.
So Matt and I aren't really involved in that one. That is the people, they'll be improvising it, and they've been rehearsing and getting ready to do that. So that'll be like, people will go into the theater and they will suggest a title for an episode of like Are You Afraid of the Dark, and then the gang will improvise the episode. So that'll be fun.
Cool. I was gonna say,
That'll
I
be
love
fun.
that. That's what I was about to ask. I was supposed to be like, what was it about? But then you said when it was this show, I was like, no wonder, because that was always my favorite show. That and Goosebumps were the only two things I would watch growing up. So like,
Yeah.
Like, Are You Afraid of the Dark was one of my favorites. So I was like,
Are You Afraid of the Dark is an amazing TV show. We watch it all the time. It's a great show. So the idea is just they are going to improvise like funny, spooky stories. So that's what that is. That's what they'll be doing. The Elsie Fest thing, we'll be going to that. I think I've already said who's going to be there for that one. It'll be, like Brian, Dylan, Joey, Joe, Jeff, Rachel, Meredith, Lauren, and Jamie, I think, are the people that will be performing. And then there will be like Clark and Pierce and people from the band. And then Darren will also, I think, be on stage with StarKid, but I don't know. I think he's going to do some songs with them. I don't know exactly, because Darren, I'm sure, is very busy with like all of the other preparations that have to go into it, and he'll have to be getting his own set ready. The StarKid set is only going to be like 30 minutes long. I don't know if that's how long everybody's sets are going to be, but there are going to be like way more famous people. Like the voice of Jasmine, the singing voice of Jasmine and Mulan is going to be there, so that'll be pretty cool. She's like amazing, so that's the one that I'm excited to see. I am not too up on the current Broadway stuff, so I don't really know a lot of the people. Like, again, I was more into like Disney movies, so I know who that person is. But that'll be cool. And then the U of M thing will be, apparently it's supposed to be like a 2-hour-long show, so we're doing it more of like it's going to be like a reunion type thing where people are going to be telling stories about their memories of StarKid stuff, and then we'll be like doing numbers from different shows, and hopefully we'll have people in costume doing that. I'm sure that we'll have like some videos of people that can't actually make it. We'll get videos, and that's going to be a ton of people. I don't know off the top of my head. I think Darren is coming back to do that as well, so that'll be good. And
so cute.
yeah, so we're excited to do that. But other than that, I don't really know what's going on with StarKid stuff. Matt and I are not working on anything new, so we're working on our own stuff. So I don't know who knows what'll happen to it. So that's it. That's all that's going on with it.
Then, huh?
Cool.
Yeah.
That is
So
awesome.
there you go.
Oh my god, that is awesome. I wish I could.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Tell Matt we said hi.
Oh yes, please do.
We've always wanted to talk to Matt, but you know Matt doesn't have any social media, so.
Yep. He hates that stuff.
Aw.
Yeah.
Said hi and that we wish him the best as well.
Yeah.
Will do. Matt really, he likes the privacy. So
Yeah.
he's you know.
I understand that.
Yeah. So that's a good thing. And but I'll tell him you said hi, and we're working on some projects that we'll probably be talking about in months from now, because we're still like working. It just takes a long time to work on stuff. But you know, we're working on some other not as comedic type stuff. So that'll be good.
Oh, okay. That sounds awesome.
Awesome.
I can't wait to see that. Yeah, best of luck to the both of you for that. I would love to see it. Can't wait to see it.
Comedy's like a dying art, right?
What? Totally.
Get out of it.
Comedy
People don't like it anymore.
So last year, guys.
Yeah, comedy, that's old news. Yeah. Well, Matt and I also never really intended to get into comedy either. We like it, more like adventure story type stuff. So we're more so writing that kind of thing right now. So that was always our intention. So that's why every StarKid show has like, we tried to give it like an epic scope. And then we said, well, we have to have jokes, I guess. So yeah. But yeah, we're trying to get. We've always been trying to get out of StarKid.
Game, comedy and everything.
Yeah, we're getting out of the game. So, you know, we'll see.
No more comedy. More adventure now.
Damn.
We're sick of that stuff. We'll see. We'll see what happens. What do you mean already? We've been in this for.
That's true. I was
like
a joke like already.
6 years or something,
so
like
long.
6, 7 years we've been doing this stuff. It's like, you know,
old news
it's a long
now to
time. Long time to do the same kind of thing. So we're just trying to do some different stuff right now. So yeah, there you go.
Okay, can't wait to see them. So hopefully it all works out. I can't wait to see those. I say Adventure's awesome.
Hey, me too. I hope everything works out.
So, yeah, I was just saying with Adventure, I was like, yeah, like Indiana Jones and all of them like that. It's like kind of adventure. Because that's what I used to watch. Jones.
Yeah, we like that sort of thing. You know, you can tell the kind of stuff that we like because we made plays out of it. We just made plays on the stuff we like. So like, you know, we liked Disney movies and superheroes and Star Wars and Harry Potter and that kind of stuff. And now we're out of things that we like.
It's like now it's no more parodies.
We can't do any more parodies because we don't like anything else.
Goodness.
Sorry, I'm sick. I'm sick right now.
I was noticing that. I was like, you sound like you're dying. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm okay though.
Alright.
So yeah, anything else?
I don't think so. Well, actually, I have to say something about the the channel because I forgot completely that we're on the channel. Just to clarify for anyone watching this in the future or whatever, right now I cannot make many videos like that aren't live streams or anything like that because my computer crashes every time I try and edit anything because it's stupid. And so right now I'm working on trying to get a MacBook so that I can edit and trying to get all that kind of stuff. So right now I'm not going to be posting a lot. India might be editing some of my videos for me, but some of them she can't because like I have to do it myself. Like I have a certain vision for it that I won't let anyone touch those videos.
Yeah, India's sort of our manager all of a sudden now. So.
Yeah, India's kind of like doing everything right now because I can't. Yeah, Sarah, hopefully, maybe Sarah can post more.
Oh, honey,
but,
you know it. I will.
Yeah, actually. But right now I cannot post anything. I have ideas for. I've got like binders full of video ideas that they're coming. I swear. But right now nothing's gonna happen except for maybe some more live streams and things like that. I think that's about it. Oh yeah, we have a Patreon now, so please, we're begging for money because we can't do anything. We're broke.
Yeah, we're poor.
And all of it, I swear, will go towards the channel. We're not gonna take it and like just
use it
like
on
blow it. Yeah, because right now the channel is all that I'm working on. It's what I'm dedicated to. So that is all that everything's gonna go to right now. So
yeah, once this starts working
out, and you could be or you can be, please consider that. I'll put the link to the Patreon again on my Twitter because a lot of people missed that. But I think that's about it. Sarah, do you have any other things to add?
Yeah, Patreon definitely. You know, there's a few goodies that are also hidden in Patreon.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of rewards that, yeah.
That's basically it. Also, we're gonna be hopefully more organized with the videos as well because since now India's helping out. She, you know, made a huge thing. I know we're doing a lot on October.
In October, yes. October, look forward to October because we're doing a lot of videos in October for Halloween and things like that because that's going to be really fun.
Favorite month.
I can't wait.
Thanks, Nick.
But yeah, so, I don't... Yeah, I think that's about it. I can't think of anything else that we have to announce.
We have a Twitter now, we have an Instagram.
Oh yeah, we have the Twitter, the official Twitter, and do we have an Instagram?
We should.
We're gonna make an Instagram. We'll make an account Instagram.
No, we did.
I think we made one a long time ago and forgot about it completely.
No, we got a new name.
Yeah, so on that note, I think that's about it. So yes. I'm gonna sign off. And yeah.
So, yeah,
thank you very much.
Closing remarks.
And thank you everyone for watching as well.
Yes, thank you, Nick, again, as always.
Hey, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so bye.
Bye.